Hello, everybody, and welcome one and all to the 2025 October Silver Speed Bracket. My name is John Dat Flindo, and we've got a heck of a good stream for you today with some Dr. Mario action. But before we get into the speed side of things, hey guys, we are 2 weeks away from our Versus Championships in Cincinnati, Ohio. If you have not pre registered yet, you have till next Friday to do that online. And also going on, we have our Matcherino, which you can donate to, I believe, all the way through the end of the tournament. So be sure to check that out. If you're going to be close to the area of Cincinnati, Ohio, or even if you want to fly in like a lot of us are doing, we would love to have each and every one of you there. Now, without further ado, we have our first round one matchup today. And here to call that with me is Archer Lewis. Archer, how you doing? Who we got today?
I'm doing great, and on our screen we have on the top we got Spunky Muster versus Madtown, and on the bottom we got Sergeant Sarah's versus Lilac Wafers. Flinder, what are you thinking about this matchup so far?
Yeah, first the 8-9 is always interesting. We got Spunky Muster versus Madtown, Cat versus Blank Screen. That's always fun. Looking at their numbers, it looks like Madtown has the slight edge as far as the averages go. But we've seen some crazy things happen on the bottom. Sergeant Saros and Lilac Wafers are 12 seed. Hey, there's Madtown. Sergeant Saros has been a very competitive silver player for quite a while now. But Lilac Wafers, she's put in the work too. So I think this could be really good either way.
Oh yeah, I think both sets of matches are gonna be pretty hot, pretty fiery, I think. But we do know that Sergeant Saros has been a runner-up 4 times consecutively this year alone between the months of March and June. So you never know, maybe this could be his month.
Yeah, I know he's hoping for that. I know a lot of us are pulling for him. He's going to get that win eventually. Will it be this month? Who knows? But we do have all four readies from our players, and we'll get that 3, 2, 1 pills in the chat, and we will be underway with our first game.
Mhm. Okay, we have our countdown of 3, 2, 1, and pills.
Right, and we are playing levels 4 to 7 here in round one. Muster and Sarge going to be out of the gate first. And looking at Muster's board, Archer, this is very split. It's very wide for a level 4, I think.
Very split and I'd say rather floaty as well as Muster's board. It's quite an interesting setup already, but we're getting a nice drop clear happening. Going down below, you can see Muster is looking below the board, trying to find clears. Meanwhile, you have on the board of Madtown, you got a mixture of reds and blues on the top line, which is an interesting mix, but he's doing his best to work through this colors of fairly mixed in color variation all across the board right now, but there are a lot of reds.
Yeah, and Madtown's board was a little bit more compact than Muster's, but he's doing a good job of getting this down. Meanwhile, at the bottom, we have Lilac Wafers with 6 viruses remaining and Sarge with 7 viruses remaining. Both players actually a little bit color dependent here. All but one of Sarge's viruses are red. Meanwhile, all of Lilac Wafers viruses are yellow. And for both players, that one last remaining virus is blue. So it's going to be interesting to see how they get through that. But meanwhile, Spunky Muster already out at about a 126.
Yeah, Spunky Muster is moving through this fire on her heels as she's going through. Meanwhile, at the bottom of the board, they're getting very close to finishing out their level, and Madtown is also out into level 5.
Ooh, Lilac with a nice horizontal out at a 142. Sarge also out at a 148, so it is advantage Lilac Wafers here. Could we see an upset in this first game? That would be wild to see, but we still have 3 more levels to go. Looking back up top here, not a lot of yellow for either player. And it's kind of the same board state, interestingly enough, as they had in level 4. Muster dealing with that split kind of board, not very compact. And Madtown, actually, now that I look at his board a little bit closer, it's mostly there on the left, and he's not getting any reds or blues. He's getting a little bit of a mini yellow rush there. Now getting that blue yellow. Wasn't quite a rush, but yeah, he's doing what he can to work through this weird RNG that he's been getting.
Yeah, this the RNG for Madtown is not something you really want to be seeing. Getting a bunch of blue and yellow when you've only got one yellow way in the corner left, bottom left of the board is not something you want to see. Meanwhile, at the bottom of the board, you have Lilac Wafers has an interesting pillar at between the 6 and 8 columns. Not really something you want to be seeing.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't think that double blue was meant to go there.
No, she wanted that just one column over, and that is going to slow her down quite a bit here. See if she drills down this yellow blue. Perfect. Nice play there by Lilac Wafers. Sarge upset by something. I'm not really sure what. I didn't see what he was upset about. He's doing a pretty good job here. Just got to get that yellow there in column 2 cleared out so he can access his final blue. And again, it's yellows and blues now for Sarge to clear this out. Meanwhile, we have Lilac trying to clear out from the bottom, but up top, we have both of our players already into level 6. And Spunky Muster with a 13 virus lead here, now down to 11.
Yeah, it seems as if, despite how the boards may have been looking in the previous 2 levels, I'd say the RNG is kind of working out in Muster's favor. Meanwhile, you have a Madtown setting up what looks to be a drop down short stack. Just needs to remove that yellow there, or he just removes the red and drops down the yellows anyway.
And now we have both of our players at the bottom into their level 6. And they were out pretty close to the same time. Lilac was out at a 413. I think Sarge was about a 411 out. I didn't quite catch the exact time he got out, but that double blue that was misplaced by Lilac Wafers early in her level 5 really slowed her down. But you know what? She's doing a great job recovering that. Look at this combo that well, it's not quite going to be a combo. It's just going to be a little bit of drop time. If she gets the combo. Nice play there by Lilac Wafers. It is a 4 virus game. But keep in mind we do have a little bit of a timer difference for them, about 5 to 6 seconds. So keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, at the top, Spunky Muster. Oh, that red yellow, absolutely perfect. Now just needing to clear out this yellow. One more red. And there it is, 519 for Spunky Muster and 520 for Madtown. It's a very tight
Yeah,
game up top as we go into our
very
final
close.
level.
Very close game between the two up top, and quite close with between the two at the bottom as well. It could really go either way for both sets of competitors. It's something to see, really.
It's going to be a 543 for Sergeant Saros. Lilac Wafers here has a couple different options that she could go for. I would love to see another blue yellow for her, although this double blue is going to do the exact same thing. Shout outs to the exact same. And here we go. This final red out 17 seconds behind Sergeant Saros at 6 flat. Gonna have to put the pedal to the metal here if she wants to catch back up and take this first game.
But knowing Dr. Mario, anything can and will happen. So, you can't say it's over until it's completely over, until the last pills have been dropped. Meanwhile, at the top of the board, you have Spunky Muster, 12 viruses, and Madtown down to 8. He really stormed ahead at the end of this level 7 here.
Yeah, looking really good here for Madtown. Just needing a few more reds and a few more yellows, and he's going to be out and potentially take this game 1. There's the yellow. Just 2 more reds will do it. There's one. And the other. Madtown takes it at a 651. GG's to him. We go back to the bottom. Looking pretty good here for Sarge. One, two, three, four viruses remaining. I don't know why I counted it when there's an indicator at the bottom. Spunky Meester out at a 708.
Yeah, really, really close times up the top there, and you got Sarge just finishing at a 7:23.
And Lilac is going to pass that time with 8 viruses remaining. Sarge with the comeback takes game one.
Yeah, very close matches between both sets. Just incredible watching. Incredible things we're watching right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the difference maker on the bottom game was just that double blue really slowed Lilac down, and I think it tilted her a little bit. She's going to just shake that off, shake it off. There's still another game to play. See if she can force a decider here.
And I think we all know we love our deciders here. We love feeding the crows, so really that's all we could ever hope for, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. And she's going to finish this out, and I don't blame her. 809 for Lilac Wafers. GG's. We will get reset on the bottom and be bringing you game two. And thank you to Ramsey Fox for the resub. All right, we
Right, and
have.
all of
Go
our
ahead.
players are ready. Now we're just waiting for the countdown.
Gonna get Sarge back set on his level 4. There we go. And Sarge, I just learned, is playing on keyboard.
Ooh, that that is interesting. Hearing another keyboard player in our midst.
Yeah. And here we go. 3, 2, 1 pills into our game two of this best of three. Sergeant Saros and Madtown trying to punch their way into round two. Spunky Meester and Lilac Wafers trying to punch their way into a decider, get those crows fed. Looking at these boards, oh my gosh, are you seeing Sarge's board right now, Archer?
Oh wow, Sarge's board is nearly clear, and it's only 25 seconds in. This is something. I have nearly no words. This is incredible.
Ugh, Sarge had the opportunity for a fat T. Swan would call that the hammer of justice. He had the double reds, just placed them in not quite the right order to pull that off, but it's still great playing here by Sarge. You see him shaking his head a little bit. He's got the opportunity here to get these yellows at the bottom horizontally. Once he does that, he's just going to need a heck of a lot of red and then one blue. But look here at Lilac Wafers, gonna be out first at 101.
Yeah, that was a very kind of a sneaky comeback in this level 4, but as we've said before, anything can and will happen. But I think after the first game, Lilac Wafers has really, kicked herself into gear and is zooming on ahead.
Indeed, and up at the top, we've got Madtown already into level 5. Spunky Meester just waiting on this final blue. When's it gonna show up? Eventually, we hope. There it is. And just noticing that we did not get a reset on Spunky Meester's timer. So we will keep an eye on that. If it gets super close, we will recheck that. But yeah. Just stay tuned, folks, as we continue to watch some great Dr. Mario. Madtown, pretty close to the end of his level 5 here. I really like that play with the double red, Archer.
Yeah, it was a really, really smart play there. Meanwhile, you got Sergeant Saros kind of setting up this horizontal at the bottom. There you go, and trying to clear up these blues in his top line with this red dropping down to make another clear at the bottom.
A little bit concerned about Lilac's yellows that she just cleared out underneath. A really nice play there. Now just needing to clear out these yellows and these blues and get down to that final red. That's really going to be the only pain point for her. Yeah, and then she's telegraphing that she's going to go vertically with that. I think that's the right call. But now we have Sarge just waiting for this final red out at a 250. He has pulled ahead here as we go into his level 6. Speaking of level 6, Madtown also in level 6. Spunky Muster not too far behind. Just a lot of reds to get through the rest of this level.
A lot of reds, but it's looking like there might be, or not quite a red rush, but I think that red yellow was meant to be tucked there, which is a shame it got missed, but still, still out, ass- assuming at a very good time, but we will have to keep an eye on that. I think that Madtown and Spunky Muser went out at roughly the same time, so yeah, I'd say not a terrible time to come out at.
And here we go for Lilac Wafers. Ooh, nice combo right down the center of the board there. Uh, Setting up for to take this red in column 3 out horizontally. Gonna have to build up to that if that is going to be the plan. We'll see if she sticks to that um, or decides to do something else. But at this point, she's kind of committed. So I'd be surprised to see her move away from that. And Sarge needing one more blue could have avoided a little bit of drop time there if he'd gone for the blue in column 4. Not a big deal though, just waiting for this last blue. There it is, 418 for Sarge. He's going to be into level 7 first out of everybody.
Hmm. Again, sneaking ahead is Sergeant Sarah's. I think he caught wind of the fact that Lilac Wafers was trying to sneak ahead of him and was like, no, no can do.
Not in my Twitch stream.
Not on my watch. Yeah,
And we
meanwhile, at the top of the board, we got Madtown quite a ways into level 7 at this point.
Yeah, Madtown with a really nice horizontal. And I love what he did with that double red in column 1, knowing that the horizontal was going to come, set it up to drop down on the red underneath. Very good board vision there by Madtown. Meanwhile, Muster getting that last yellow again out at a solid 708. She's just been doing pretty solid there. And you know, all in jest, of course, but we will double check on that timer as we're able to. But I don't think it's going to be much of an issue as Madtown is 11 viruses away from clearing out his level 7. And speaking of clearing out level 7, Sarge is just 6 viruses away and looking pretty good right here if you're a Sergeant Saros fan.
Mm-hmm. And using that double red to clear the left side of the board, and now getting a couple more reds to cement his win for this level block. Or so far.
And that's exactly what Madtown does out at a 602. I'm pretty sure the timer issue is not going to be a factor here as Muster still has about 11 viruses remaining. And Sergeant Saros also punching his ticket in to round 2. GG's to all of our players. It is the fellas that take it today, interestingly enough, but well fought battle by the ladies.
Very very well fought matches for everyone involved. It's just been a good watch all round. I think to say.
And Spunky Muser gonna finish this out.
Finishing out at a 708, at least consistency is key.
Yeah. All right, and we will get reset for our next group. Stay tuned, y'all. This is the DRMC. And welcome back to the DRMC. My name's John Dat Flindo. We've got another great match for you. Here to call that match with me, new to speed commentary. Welcome in Gridley to the booth. Gridley, we've got our number 6 seed Prey versus number 11 seed William in Texas. Go Texas! And on the bottom we've got our 7 seeded Sportsy versus our number 10 seed Sigma Fan. Gridley, first, welcome in, and what do you think of these matches?
Thank you so much for having me. This is super exciting for me. I love watching the games. I love watching or actually I love listening to the commentary as well. I've seen Prey, I've seen Sportsy, I've seen Sigma, and I think I've seen William. These guys are all great players, and I think we are going to see some excellent matches here coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking at the numbers, statistically, Prey has the edge over William in Texas, and it looks like Sigma and Sportsy are actually pretty close, with Sportsy taking a slight edge here over Sigma. Again, we've seen a lot of things in Dr. Mario. Anything and everything could and probably will happen as we have readies from all of our players and our 3, 2, 1 pills.
Pills.
Oh, I don't love this board for Prey.
Oh yeah, no, this is tough.
Look, looking at that board, columns 7 and 8 completely empty here for Prey streams. The nice thing about it is with everything that is it's with those first two columns empty, or those last two columns empty rather, everything else is going to be pretty compact for him, and it gives him a place to just throw garbage away if he needs it. But yeah, it's really interesting for Prey here. Meanwhile, William in Texas, a bit more spread out. uh Lots and lots of red on this board for William Gridley.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Sportsy is plowing through. He's only got yellow. He's only got yellow left. So just going to be looking for those yellow halves. Uh, Meanwhile, Sigma is not that far behind. So we've got a good match down here at the bottom.
Yeah, absolutely. Sigma probably going to take this blue yellow here coming up, drill this down
Yep.
exactly what the play is there for Sigma. Ooh, a little bit of a almost missed drop there. Nice adjustment there. But it's
Two
Sportsy now
viruses
just
to
needing,
two.
yeah, Sportsy just needing this last yellow, sandwiches that in there out at about a 120, 121. Sigma just waiting for two more yellows up top. Prey out at a 130. Where's that last yellow for Sigma? Come on, game.
Yeah. Yeah,
There it is.
this top
Right,
match
and
is not too far separated. Got about a what 3 seconds or so. I can't remember what the start was, but they're
yeah,
not too
they've got
disparate.
about a 2, 3 second timer difference up top, and it looks like a 9 virus difference for William here behind, but a pretty nice board here actually for William in Texas. A
Yeah,
lot of double opportunities, just trying to get it down to where he can clear some of this out.
yeah. These the blues on the right side have lots of possibilities.
Ray would love to be able to get in between these blues here. He's got to he's either got to clear out the blue in column 6, or more ideally, clear out this blue here in column 4, since since there was a virus there anyway. Oh, and gets the
Perfect.
sandwich in there out of the 252. Oh, and I peek over and see a fat log from William in Texas.
Love the fat log. Definitely
Sports.
in the versus crowd. That's huge.
Absolutely, absolutely. Sportsy was out at a 257, and Sigma really would like a yellow blue. There it is. And that final blue going to get out at a 318. A bit of a chase down here for Sigma as we go into level 6, but there's still one whole level after this. William in Texas has kind of had a rough go here, looking like in this level 5. See if he decides to. Yeah, he's going to get
Oh,
that in
good
there.
tuck.
Nice
Yeah,
play. And a 343 for William in Texas, but almost
very
a
nice.
full level behind. 19 viruses behind for William in Texas. That's going to be a lot. But the thing is, Prey's got a lot of blue that he's going to have to work through here.
True. And we all know blue is our enemy in Dr. Mario NES. The down at bottom, 712. This is not. We can still chase this one down for Sigma.
That,
Very, yeah.
yeah, that combo by Sigma, absolutely amazing. I looked at the screen
Yeah,
just in time to see it.
right, right.
And Sigma actually looks like has a bit of a lead here. Gonna
Kind of,
take,
yeah.
yeah, gonna take this red, get a nice combo down. It's Sportsy just needing this final red. He's out at a 445 and 446 for Sigma. Very tight.
447. Yeah, yeah, very good. Very good. Keeping it. Oh, this is tight.
And Prey with a commanding lead up top, all just needing 22 viruses to go in his level 7. William, this board, he's got so much red that he's got to work through. Wondered, yeah, good, exactly what I was hoping he was going to do. Use that yellow red to drill down, set up the horizontal. Really nice play there by William in Texas. But the issue he has now, and he's now since cleared it up. He's got to get this.
Getting the pills he needs. Yeah.
Yeah, get this blue red. Oh, he doesn't see the horizontal. He's electing to go vertically. Could have used that blue red to drill down, but gets the vertical instead. Sandwich that in
Okay.
there. Nice play.
Yes. Yes. Now it's just the red.
Meanwhile, back at the bottom, still very tight.
And the
10 viruses.
doctor is not giving him.
There he goes. 10 viruses. Now 8.
Oh, nice
Now
tuck from Sigma.
this could go either way. Oh boy, nice horizontal there by It's Sportsy. I think he would really love to be able to take these blues horizontally at the bottom. Is just about set up to do that. Sigma just needing 2 more yellows. See if they're going to go for the horizontal. That is going to be the play. 1 more yellow will do it for Sigma fans. Sigma out at a 623, 624 takes the first
Wow.
game.
What a comeback. That was great. Really, really nice play. 1 virus left.
And Prey gets out at a 644, is going to take the first game. And yeah, what a great match at the bottom. That was really good.
Really
And you know
tight.
what?
That was
And William in
fantastic.
Texas done a great job here. He's still in the learning processes, but he's already shown some great strides. Yeah, and sees the writing on the wall here. Gonna go ahead and get reset into our second game. And I think it's going to be another great good one. And Sigma saying, "Hey, I finally won a game." Is that true? Let me see. Is that Sigma's first crown ever?
Wow. Doing my best, Owen Wilson. Wow.
Wow. GG's to Sigma. That's exciting. That getting that first crown it's a real confidence boost.
Well, everybody's going to be rooting for Sportsy now because we got to have a decider, right?
Yeah, we got to get the crows fed at least once today. Will it happen on our bottom match? Will it even happen on our top match? Will William in Texas kind of go into next gear and take one out of Prey? Let's see.
No, I'm rooting for everybody. Let's go.
Yeah. We have readies from William, from Prey, from Sportsy, and Sigma. We have everybody. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, pills.
Pills. Good luck, guys. Uh, board states. I kind of like Sportsy's board. Got a lot of doubles. Prey's board is not too bad. Williams board I really like.
Yeah, there's no board that I don't really like. Oh, William had a really nice opportunity
I
for an
know.
all blue sweet tea, didn't take it. Um, I think yeah, looking at his board, I
Oh,
think that probably would have been the best option for him. It would have left him with a little bit of blue garbage on that yellow there in column 2. Let's see if he goes
here it
for it
is.
this
Here it
time.
is. Oh
No, not
man,
going to go
it's
for it.
versus player. I just see it and I go, oh,
Oh,
it's
that's
hard.
why he wanted the red blue.
He
Okay,
got it.
I see. I
He
see.
got it.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, we're sometimes we don't always see it, you know?
And meanwhile, Prey out at a 106. Down at the bottom, we have It's Sportsy just needing 2 more reds.
Get
Sigma
some.
in a little bit of a situation here.
Oh, got
Gonna
the
go
red
ahead.
and the blue is
Oh,
falling
look
into
at
the
the
yellow.
combo.
Mm,
Look
pretty,
at the combo.
pretty.
I did not see the yellow on top of the blues that were ready to
Yeah,
trigger the yellow horizontal at the end. That was really nice.
beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, that was it was not until after he had said it that it was like, oh, now I see it coming.
Yeah, that was great. Meanwhile, back up at the top, Prey cruising right along here, looking to get these final 10 viruses out of the way, get into his level 6. A bit of a pretty vertical board here, remaining 4 Prey streams. And oh, I like that double yellow. Really nice, nicely timed double yellow for him.
Sigma's made a really nice crawlback down here at the bottom. Sportsy had the lead when they entered this level, and then Sigma's really been crushing the viruses.
Yeah, Sigma down to just 6 now, now 5, now 4. Wondering if there's going to be a potential horizontal yellow on
Oh,
this column 7. It looks like that is the plan. Now can go vertically,
either
but
way,
I think horizontal is the way to go here.
more efficient, more efficient. Only, yep, only those 2 pill halves needed. There it is.
Nice.
Looking good.
250 for Sigma, and looking like either a horizontal, I think, is now the play for It's Sportsy. That is what he is signaling here. There it
There it
is
is.
out at a 309.
Very good.
Up top, it's only a 13 virus difference. Not a lot of use for blue red though for William in Texas. I like what he did drilling that down, and it it opened up some opportunities for him with the reds that came. Really nice play there
Yes.
by William.
Yeah, good clears. Okay, lots going off the board now. 16-10, totally doable. Let's go. Keep it up.
Ooh, that blue was supposed to go over one more
Yeah,
to the left.
yep. Gonna slide that. So he's got the horizontal red at the bottom. Okay. This works. This works. He's gonna get that horizontal. Okay, I like that. He's avoiding the drop time.
Yeah, and Prey now basically free and clear. You would have loved to been able to see him take all of these yellows in his second row horizontally. Not going to be able to do that. Going to have to go vertically with all of them. But he is getting the yellows that he needs. Here's the final one out at a 434 for Prey streams. But man, William with that just spree of clears that he had earlier. If he can just get 2 more blues, there's
Yeah.
one, here's the
And
other.
here's the
It's
other.
only a 12-second game now.
Yeah. This is not out of reach. I have been totally watching Williams' board. I haven't even looked at the bottom. It looks like Sportsy has a nice clear situation here if he gets the last blue, and there it is. So we are not too far away down here at the bottom, except for wow, virus count. Let's go.
Yeah, take a look at Sigma's board here. Only 11 viruses remaining. And, you know, it's looking pretty good here for Sigma, but a lot of yellow that is going to have to be worked through. We'll see how that is played out here. And back up on the top, a 6 virus game. Prey looking to punch his ticket into round 2. Oh, a little bit of an almost missed drop there. A nice adjustment by Prey to get that pill exactly where he wanted it to go. Setting up to clear out the bottom of his board first with
Sigma
that. Oh, and
out.
Sigma takes it.
Sigma
Wow.
out at a 551. Very good. Good job. Good job.
It is going to be Sigma Fan in round 2. Gonna be playing JB Henry. That's gonna be coming in just a little bit, and it is going to be Prey Streams will go on to play K Tizzle in round 2. GG's to everybody. What a match, Gridley. This was a really fun one.
Oh man, very close. Both sides. Very great play. I love Silver Bracket. Sportsy, good job, man. William, good job. These guys are all great players. So thanks for being here, and good luck to everybody in the next round.
Absolutely. And speaking of the next round, we are going to be right back with that. It's going to be Cat Pants and Madtown versus Sergeant Saros and John Nash IV. Stay tuned. This is the DRMC.
welcome back, everybody. Here is your reminder that in a couple weeks we got the DRMC Championship in Cincinnati, Ohio. So if you want to help support and grow the pool, make sure to check out the Discord or use the QR code to visit the Matcherino page.
It's
But
gonna be
anyway,
awesome this year.
I'm joined with Gridley once again. We have got our round 2 matches. Got another quad box on our hands, and Cat Pants is on level 17. Ooh,
17. What are you
that's quite
doing?
the high level for this level block.
Okay, so yeah, we've got Cat Pants versus Madtown. We've got John Nash versus Sergeant Saros. Very good. I have a feeling that we are going to have some very, very exciting matches. I can't imagine it would be otherwise.
It's like I mean, last month Cat Pants got herself quite the PB in the 4 to 7 level bracket. Um, and as we know, back in February, she was the silver champion. So we know she's got a good punch in her playing. We know that she is more than capable. But we all know that everyone on this quad box is very capable and very strong.
It seems like everybody in this round here are fan favorites. I don't know. It seems like everybody here is don't we love everybody?
I'd say we do, yeah. And we got our countdowns. We got our 3, 2, 1, and pills. And
Bills, let's
Cat
go.
Pants is
Okay.
first in. Let's have a look at these boards. All right.
You are very much better at the speed mentality than I am. I am very much liking John Nash's board right now.
Oh yeah, John Nash's board very clean, making a nice little short stack in the middle of the board there for forming what looks to be a horizontal at the bottom of the board as well. Meanwhile, we've got Cat
Beautiful.
Pants with an onslaught of blues and reds happening, and thankfully getting the pills that she needs right when she needs them.
Yes. And clearing that blue up top, drop time minimized. But Madtown's got the lead.
Hmm. Oh, and Sergeant Saros is making use of that blue yellow, getting a drop clear, and just getting rid of the rest of the viruses that are at the bottom of his board as well. Meanwhile, John Nash is out at a 103.
Wow, if Sergeant, yeah, to come away from that John Nash board, he is in good shape to be even staying close. John Nash's board was so good.
Yeah, meanwhile, Madtown out at about a 115 and Cat Pants out at about a 124, 125. These boards so far, I don't love them, but I don't hate them either. There's a lot of blue and red on Madtown's top line, but he's doing a good job at clearing it. And same can be said with Cat Pants, only with lots of reds and yellows and a couple blues in the center, but working her way through.
Yeah, there are a lot of doubles here. Maybe some combo, maybe some versus mentality going on. But yeah, Cat Pants is making the best of it.
As we know, Cat Pants is quite the versus player. I imagine has been practicing for the versus tournament that's going to be happening in a couple weeks.
Very true. Very true. I can't believe that's only 2 weeks away.
Yeah, very exciting. Oh, meanwhile, John
One of,
Nash
one of
into level 6.
one of these days you'll have to make it.
Oh, one of these days, I'd love to.
Oh, can he get it? Good tuck from Sergeant Saros. Getting
Mhm.
that blue or red over. Oh, bringing that down. Good.
Getting that nice undertuck to bring that blue out of commission
Very
and
good.
clearing the rest
Okay,
of the blue.
21 to 28. He's not too far behind. He's got a chance here. Let's go.
Yeah, not out of this yet. Meanwhile, Cat Pants is clearing her last blue into level 6 as well. 22 to 28. about the same amount of time as the bottom board that is happening on the top. So it's quite close.
And Madtown really making quick work of his boards. He's just tearing through it. Maybe just seeing it today. I don't know, but he is really, really doing nice work of these viruses, just tearing through it.
Yeah, just tearing through it completely, getting the pills needed when he needs them, making nice, quick combos to bring everything down to closer to the bottom of the board.
Minimizing the drop time, just really, really efficient work. I can learn a thing or two from these players.
And meanwhile, John Nash is out into level 7 at a 4 flat.
Wow, very good, very
Yeah,
quick.
very, very, very quick. Yeah, it's looking like
Yeah,
Sarge.
John
No,
Nash
it's
has
okay.
had some really good RNG luck, I would say. He's making the best use of it, but my gosh, some of these boards have been amazing.
Mm. It's like you could get the best RNG in the world, but if you don't know where they go on the board, you can be a
Exactly.
bit stuck in places. But
You could have the best opportunity and squander it immediately, right?
mhm. But looking back at the top of the board, we got Cat Pants slowly making her way in front. We got a 16 to 18 lead for Cat Pants, now 13 to
Very
15.
close.
It's really close though. It could still go either way.
Yeah, Madtown has a lot of yellow and blue. Cat Pants is a little more diversified. Has this has this I don't know. Cat Pants looks really in good shape right now.
And now just needs a couple of reds and yellows, and she will be done. Let's just hope
Sergeant
the doc isn't rude.
Soros. Sergeant Soros is trying to bring this one back. He's got a little bit of a red heavy board. There's some interesting maybe D sandwiches with the blues. Horizontal red at the bottom. Oh,
Yeah.
is that it?
Yeah, meanwhile, Catpan's out at a 539, we're taking the match at the top, and John Nash taking the match at the bottom at the 552. But that
Very
doesn't mean it's
good.
over yet.
Sub 6.
So we got Cat Pants and John Nash looking to take it all, but you've got Saros and Madtown hoping to, bring it back, make the Crows rather
Every
happy as well.
everybody root for the one that didn't win the first time.
Everybody loves an underdog story, I'll tell you what.
Absolutely. No, those were both really great matches. Let's go. Let's go.
Mhm. Yeah, so we're just waiting for everybody to be on the right levels and be on the right screens.
I don't know if everybody knows, but anybody who out there watching that plays Dr. Mario NES version, you can hit start select A and B all simultaneously, and that will soft reset the game back to the title screen. I didn't know that until a couple years ago.
Yeah, once you learn that neat trick, it really helps with resetting. It really makes things a lot quicker. It looks like Ceres is having an issue with his keyboard, and he's playing on
Hmm.
keyboard, so you you don't want to be playing with a keyboard that's not behaving.
Do you play keyboard, Archer?
I do not. I've tried. I simply cannot. It's too
I,
fiddly for me.
yeah.
I am envious of people who can play keyboard well.
It seems like it would be maybe advantageous, but I just play with my old NES 004 standard rectangular controller. I've taken my NES 039 Dogbone controller to competitions before, but I kind of like the standard one better than the Dogbone. Does it look like we're good here?
It's looking like we
RS.
might be. We're just waiting for a ready for Seros.
We'll wait until the green flag waves, and then we'll count down the 5 lights, and we'll see what happens on turn one.
Okay, we got our countdowns of 3, 2, 1, and pills.
Pills. Okay, we've got
Ooh,
Cat Pants and
immediate.
Madtown are off about the same pace. So,
We had an immediate double red clear at the top of the board for Cab Pants. You love to see that.
oh, and the double blue.
Yeah, we got lots of double clears being paired in all boards. It's always fun to see that when a lot of plays are kind of almost mirrored.
Yes. Yeah, very close. Obviously, first level, not a lot of time to build any sort of lead, but what 11-14, 11-9? Yes, we're very close. Ooh,
And
Cat Pants, nice double red.
Sarge with that nice drop horizontal in the bottom of the board. Love to see it.
Yeah, Saurus is looking good, but John Nash only needing reds. What's going on?
Yeah,
His
only
viruses move a lot faster than everybody else's.
it's looking as if Nash is making a little horizontal to end the board.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
very
top of the
nice.
board, it's looking a little floaty for Madtown, but with so few viruses left, it may well end up fine. However, Cat Pants is out at about a 125.
I am curious, maybe other people listening are also curious, or maybe I'm the only ignorant person. What do you mean when you say floaty?
It's typically when you have the odd virus or two, like it's kind of separated from the rest of the viruses on the
Oh,
board.
okay.
If you see, I'm trying to say an example right now, but honestly, a lot of these boards are quite good.
Like kind of just out there in no man's land where you can't use any of your pills to like be a more efficient. You're just it's gonna
Sort of,
take
yeah.
it's gonna take the 3 pills no matter what. Okay, well, if I butchered that, I'm sorry, but I think I understand.
Oh, sorry, I'm just watching Capans just set up these nice little quick horizontals,
Saros is just waiting on blues.
and it looks like he's getting them though. Meanwhile, John Nash is already into level 6.
Yes, 23 to 28 though. It's not out of reach. Saros getting some nice efficiency here. Yellow, blue. Yeah, this board isn't. Oh, that's a lot of drop time. He'll.
Ooh, and Capans is forming another horizontal into a drop. Meanwhile, Madtown is making this nice short stack at the top of the board, making
Yeah,
these nice quick clears. We love to see it.
Madtown is playing some very efficient play.
Mhm,
It's a thing to see.
mhm. Yeah, I have a feeling he is he is itching to make the crows sing. He wants to stay in this. He's fighting for his tournament life.
Yeah, 7-9.
Mhm. Let's see. Meanwhile, on the bottom of the board, Sarge only has yellows left, but they're all quite clumped together. So maybe with the right combination of yellow pills, and he'll be out of here. Meanwhile, John Nash is out about a 402, 403.
Yep, on to level 7. Sergeant is just not getting what he needs.
And meanwhile, Cat Pants and Madtown are also both into level 7. Yeah, very,
Oh,
very
and the
close
drop.
game up top.
Darn. Saros, man, he's just not getting what he needs.
Yeah, the doc is not
Look at
being kind.
this. Look at him
There we
shake his
go.
head. You know it exactly. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that RNG was not friendly to him. It's unfortunate when that happens.
Oh, it's always terrible. Yeah. And that's just finicky nature of what we're playing here. It's the game itself.
Yeah, the doctor giveth and the doctor taketh away. It's a
Yes.
harsh reality with this game.
If only we all knew what pill
Wow.
was
Sorry,
coming
I'm
next.
just admiring the massive drop clear that Cat Pants just performed on the right hand side of the board. That was incredible. Just dropping a whole bunch of pills and
Oh,
destroying a bunch of viruses very quickly.
yeah, she's in good shape.
It
Uh,
is a really close game up top, like one virus difference.
let's go. Let's
It
go.
could go.
This is
It could
coming
still
down
go to
to it.
anybody.
Building
Oh,
building up to the underclear. Oh, come
oh
on.
my
Come
goodness!
on. Blue pill for oh,
Oh,
oh.
1 second up top.
We might
Oh,
we might
we
have
might
to
have to
count
check
that
that.
one out. Oh my gosh.
That Meanwhile, John Nash has finished at a 557, taking the match at the bottom. Yeah,
Yep.
good going for Seros. That was tough, but you played your best. You did
GG's.
incredibly.
Yep, GG's. We're gonna have to make sure on the top, but I think this is going to a decider. But yeah, GG's, Saros. Okay, okay. We checked it out. Madtown officially got the second crown, so it's 1-1. We're going to a decider.
Get your cocos out. The crows are being fed today.
Yes.
Caw.
one second deciding it that, well, hey, that's what we want here at the DRMC.
Yeah,
Gonna
we love tight matches like this. It's always something to wanna watch, you know.
yes, of course. We don't want one-sided matches. We want tight competition.
Mhm.
John Nash did get Sergeant Saros, great match down there at the bottom, and yeah, we'll get readies here shortly from Cat Pants and Madtown, and then we will get the final match up top going here shortly.
We have our countdown. 3, 2, 1, and pills.
Hells!
Cat Pants is into it already, starting off with these 2 yellow reds, stacking them nicely, forming a very quick short stack in the level.
If you're following the timer, it looks like Cat Pants might have about a 3-second difference, but so far only a okay. She get one ahead, one there. Good. Cat
Yeah,
Pants's board looks really tidy.
A lot of potential for doubles being formed on this board, which means for some very efficient, very quick clears, which is
Yes.
always nice. Yeah, at first with that
Which
drop time with the red at the bottom, I thought that might have been a bit of an error, but she saw much further ahead than me and cleared a red at the bottom of the board with it.
and I would way sooner trust your board vision when it comes to speed than mine. So if you're saying that, that's high praise.
Oh, meanwhile, Madtown is out first at about a 110. Meanwhile,
Okay.
meanwhile, Capance is trying to clear this red that's atop the yellow there. And meanwhile,
Madtown's got
looking
a
at
lot of red.
yeah, ooh. Oh, I thought he was going to make a nice little kind of things a lightning bolt where they kind of stack it on top of each other. But there he makes the clear in the center of the board there as well.
Wow, this is close. 18-19. This is very close. I
Yeah,
am very excited right now. Okay. I admit it. I get excited about Dr. Mario.
I think all of us here get hyped, get excited about this game, no matter how much the doc likes to bully us. I think.
Okay, Cat Pants drops a nice horizontal clear, 10-9. Wow, keeping it
Ooh,
close. Let's go.
let's go indeed. I'm thinking Madtown might try and clear that yellow horizontally. That way he can clear the reds that pretty
Undertucked
quick
it.
and
Well,
easily. But
there it goes.
I,
That's okay. That he's
okay,
still
maybe.
got the
Oh, I
he's still got
see.
the virus advantage. There it
Mm.
is. Okay, 4 for Cat Pants.
It is still really close. This isn't you know
Just need
this.
the red,
And
the
there we
red.
go.
Okay,
And let's take a look at
6
Madtown's
viruses.
board. Okay, we got some quick setups for some clears, taking a little bit of drop time with how the board is laid out, but that's I think at this point it's not too bad. But obviously, if you can reduce drop time, it is better.
Yes.
Let's
We
see.
are we do okay, Madtown has grown his lead a little bit, 10-19.
Mhm.
No
But
drop time there. He is it's very efficient.
yeah, he is zipping through this level 6 here. Meanwhile, Cat Pants is also zipping through as well. Really put her skates on with this one. It's now 13 to 4, which the lead not that the virus it's not that long ago where the you know the
Yeah,
gap was a lot larger.
yes. I love that. Put the skates on. I love that. The no, you were correct. The virus discrepancy stayed basically the same that whole time. It was about 6 the whole time. So getting that blue horizontal, need a red and a yellow. Little drop time there. Gonna get it here. Okay. Uh,
Get the red yellow on Madtown's
7.
board, getting a nice set of clears, one after another. Oh, and is he gonna wait out for a double blue to make a nice little side T? Or will he make an L? Yeah. Oh, no, he
Yes.
just takes the single blue and makes the horizontal clear.
And and that's part of my bummer is like, a great combo doesn't always get rewarded. Sometimes it really is better to not take the
Ooh.
combo.
Did you just see the tapping over to the bottom left corner of the board that Madtown just did with
Yes,
that
I
double
did.
bill?
All the way to
That
the
was a
left
sight.
corner. Yes.
That was a sight to see. I love that.
Good insight also,
Mhm.
just to say, "Oh, this would work well over here."
Yeah,
All right,
meanwhile, it
this
is 3 to 16. It is looking like it, unless some really bad RNG happens now, and I don't want to necessarily jinx anybody, it is looking like it may well be a win for Madtown.
is just looking for those last 2 reds,
And
and
there
there
it
it
is.
is. What?
5:53.
GG's. GG's.
GG's. Well fought by both competitors here, but yeah, Madtown going off to the semi-finals.
Good job, Madtown. Good job, Cat Pants.
Gridley, do you wanna?
Well, are we, is that all we've got?
And welcome back once again to the October Silver Speed Bracket. My name is John Dat Flindo. Joining me here in the booth to call this of our final round 2 matches is Sergeant Saros. Sarge, this is going to be really interesting. We've got Prey and K Tizzle, and then JV Henry and Sigma Fan. This is going to be a wild ride.
Yes, this is we get some very good competitors in this one here. JB Henry has been around for a very, very long time and knows what it takes to win numerous times here. And Praise, I happen to know him pretty well as we've done a bunch of commentary together. He's a very good Dr. Mario player. So it's not going to be a piece of cake, though, with the way Sigma Fan and K Tizu have been playing as of late. They're both going to have to be very, very good if they're going to be able to move on to the next round here.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, with this final silver bracket of the year for qualifying for December, a lot of playoff implications have been going on, and really interesting to see what exactly our silver bracket is going to look like when the stream is over. But we're not going to know until the stream's completely over. So, yeah, it's going to be a good one. Prey, K Tizzle, looking at their numbers here. Prey definitely has the advantage as far as the statistics go. Same for JB over Sigma. But, you know, we've already seen a couple upsets today. Will we see more? Who knows?
Yeah, it is. It's what makes the last monthly tournament of the year before the end of the year so exciting. Is just watching as people usually seem to bring their best for this particular this one, because they know that the standings will all be altered depending on how things go at the end here. Looks like we got everything working here now. I see Prey is saying hello to all of us in a very royal way over there.
All right, and we have readies from JB, Prey, and Sigma, and now a ratty and then a ready from K Tizzle. We have everybody to go, and we will get our countdown in 3, 2, 1, pills.
Gotta be careful that ratty count unless you got a Geiger counter in the area. Looking at the boards early on here at the top, it's pretty even for the most part, though nothing really on the bottom row for either one of them. I'm sure that Prey would like to have a couple more blue. Meanwhile, on the bottom, JB's got, for the most part, looks like everything just went left. Maybe just a little smattering in the middle, while Sigma Fan's board is a little bit more balanced for the most part, though still would be nice to see a little bit more of those lower down.
Yeah, this board for Sigma, it's interesting. And you look at the board and there's that fat log opportunity down at the bottom, but it's the center that I'm really kind of curious about. Gonna need a lot of red yellows to get down to that. A double red actually would be really great as well for Sigma. There's the red yellow. Gonna tuck that under into column 1. I like the play and gonna get this fat log clearing the board with a little fat log. And Prey out first in 105.
Yeah, but everyone else is very close here. JB out at a 110. Sigma just needs 2 more yellows. Should most likely be out first. There is 1. There's the other out at a 113. And that just leaves K Tizzle, who's having to dig around a little bit trying to get the right pieces. Just needs a red and a blue. Oh, would have been nice they looked at the next board, couldn't get that blue across. Only going to cost him 1 extra pill, though, out at a 130.
Yeah, it's still pretty good match here at the top, though it is an 11 virus lead now for Prey. Probably going to be opening up this horizontal red down at the bottom. Oh, a little bit of a backwards flip there for Prey. Easily fixed though once he gets some more, some more yellows down at the bottom. JB with a 4 virus lead right now over Sigma Fan. A lot of red that he's having to work through. For Sigma, only red and blue to work through on this board. Interested to see what Sigma is going to put together here. Getting a double red rush really at not the most opportune time. If some of those blues were out of the way, it would have been a little bit better for Sigma. But doing the work to get through this board, and JB now needing only reds. As we go back up towards the top, it is K Tizzle now with a very slight lead over Prey, who has a very vertical board, Sarge.
Yeah, everyone except for Prey has needed a lot of red, and Prey did get a fair amount of red at first, and that kind of was the reason why it hurt him. He didn't have much use for it, and so now it's down to just needing yellow, but it is K Tizzle out first at a 353, and Prey just needs one more yellow out at a 302, joining everyone else in level 6. And I'm not overly fond of the board. There's a lot of gaps that just going to cause a fair amount of drop time, but a couple good horizontal opportunities there.
Yeah, I'm actually really liking the look of K Tizzle's board. If the yellows and blues will show up, we'll see if that is going to be a thing that happens. Getting a little bit of a yellow rush actually now for K Tizzle, and using it really nicely. Just that yellow blue. Really want to see there for K Tizzle. Gonna go ahead and drop the column 1 down, and getting the blue yellow now. A drill down, nice for K Tizzle. Prey Streams, 11 viruses behind. I don't love his board. There's a lot of red here kind of clumped together in the center, that if he doesn't get some reds soon, that's going to be really tough for him. Meanwhile, at the bottom, JB getting out at a 403 into his level 7, and Sigma dealing with the same kind of issue that Prey is. A lot of reds in there, and I don't think that Sigma wanted to put that yellow red there.
Yeah, I think they're trying to slid just a little bit further in there, but sometimes that happens as Prey is still waiting on these reds. He is getting everything but, and it is just really hurting him as K Tizzle is into the level 7, as is JB. The top right and bottom left corners taking a pretty huge lead here right now.
Yeah, I hate this for Prey. I really do. This is not the kind of board you want to see at any point in this game. This column 4 is very, very vertical here for Prey. Not getting the reds that he needs, but he is gonna get a fat log. Let's go. But even with that fat log, his final red is just so buried. Would love to see a double yellow for him. Oh, and there it is. You're welcome, Prey. Now just needs this double red. Could have laid it horizontally, but he decides to save some drop time. Saw red in his next box. Finally gets out of level 6 into level 7, but it's going to be a very, very big chase down here of 23 viruses. Looking pretty good here if you're K Tizzle.
Yeah, I think Prey did the same thing I did and didn't even notice that red virus until way too late, and by then he had it buried, just trying to get rid of all the yellow blue he was getting. Meanwhile, over on the bottom, JB Henry just needs. I thought he was going to use a couple blues and knock everything down, but now he's going to have to try taking that last red out horizontally, which could give Sigma Fan an opportunity. Yeah, nope, JB just cleared everything out. Now he just needs 3 reds, as it looks like K Tizzle is out first at the top. And did Prey give up there? What happened up there at the top?
He saw that he had been beat.
Okay.
And so he's just getting reset, and he can't believe that RNG on the level 6, and I can't either. Shake it off, Prey. Go into the next game, and you still got this, man. You can still do it. Still a lot of Dr. Mario to be played.
Meanwhile, JB Henry is out at a 616, so GG's to a bottom group as well. It looks like Sigma, there's only 6 viruses left, might just try and finish this off here. It's pretty easy enough to do board with the pieces they have here. Or not quite so much now that they just buried that red. I don't know if they noticed that or not, but see to get this out, and then they'll just have to get some blues to get access to that red.
Yeah, and horizontal is the way to go. Great decision there by Sigma. Now blocking off the easy access with placing that double blue the way that it was, but gets it opened up again and out at a 726 for Sigma fan. And we will get reset into game number 2. K Tizzle looking to put Prey away and move on to the finals. JB looking to do this, or excuse me, the semifinals. JB looking to do the same to Sigma fan. The winner of these matches will play each other. And, looking at the games, I think no matter how this ends up, it's going to be a great semis.
Absolutely. These are all very good players as we got to see in that first match. So just a moment here and we'll find out as we got readies from Sigma, K-Tizzle, JB. Oh, I do see they're ready from Preycast well. So we're going to get our countdown in. 3, 2, 1, pills.
I feel bad. I was calling him Prey Streams earlier. I forgot it's Preycasts.
Wow, these boards. Sigma fan, nothing really in the bottom 3 rows. Big open gaps in K Tizzle and Prey's board. Really, JB Henry's got the only decent board of the bunch.
Yeah, I'm looking at Sigma's board, and what a board it is. There's nothing much else I can say. I mean, the bottom 2 rows are completely empty. There's a lot of blue at the top. It was kind of making a little pseudo, like a tower or a pyramid, really. It's really interesting board formation for Sigma. I've never seen a level 4 like that. Very, very bizarre. But we see JB now gonna be probably building up to clear out that yellow horizontally. And then he's got a yellow horizontal here at the bottom too, into another drop horizontal for JB. Really nice. Now, I like this decision to build up some yellows in the lower parts of his column 1. And this, almost misplaced it, but got it in the right place. There's the last yellow. JB out at a 118. K Tizzle actually also out at a 118, and a 124 for Prey, and a 120 for Sigma fan. Very close here all across the board.
Yeah, it could have been a blowaway for Sigma fan. They had everything ready to go. They just needed 3 yellow pieces, and then they had a good 20 seconds where they didn't get any yellow at all, which allowed JB to get out of that level first. But right now, it's only a 1 virus difference down there. Meanwhile, at the top, I think there was a couple misdrops possibly that happened on Preycast's board, and that's going to just slow him down even more as K Tizzle has an 8 virus lead right now and really got a pretty good position for most things here right now. I'm sure they would prefer to see a little bit of red to help out here, but it's not a bad position for them.
Yeah, Prey has had some really nice opportunities with the double blues that he's gotten. Look down the bottom towards the center of his board. If he gets one more double blue, he could have the option to move those in between the blue and the red blue. He elects to go vertically instead. I think it's just going to cause a little bit more drop time for him is the only thing. But still really good here. Plays by Prey, and now we see K Tizzle going for this last red from underneath. Just gonna need one more. There is out at a 251 for K Tizzle. JB out at a 254. And Sigma just needing this double yellow. Perfect. Sigma out at 257. And Prey needing red.
Yeah, I think Prey was yelling earlier, asking where the heck the red is. He has needed so much for this level and just not been getting it. And here it is more just he's just nodding his head at this particular point because he knows that this is and then he puts
Oh,
yep and that may just end up doing it, but the rating's prematurity on the wall. I think it is when he was how good that K Tizzle has been playing here. It's 11 virus lead, not insurmountable, but it is not looking good for Preycast. Meanwhile, on the bottom, it's a pretty even score, but again, there's nothing really on the bottom two rows for Sigma Fan. It's like everything is levitating on their board today. Let's do a nice L yeah there.
yeah, but starting to drop it down is Sigma Fan, and this another red blue would be really great for Sigma to kind of squeeze in there. I'm not going to do the play that I had in mind. Just going to take a drill down and open that up a little bit differently. Great play by Sigma. And remember, we do still have level 7 to go. K Tizzle now into level 7 at a 419. So it's not quite over for Prey just yet, but a pretty substantial lead here. But K Tizzle just destroying this level block.
Yeah, the only issue I can see with them here is they have a lot of red at the top that they're trying to go in, and a lot of blue underneath. Is very little use for yellow. So if they get a lot of yellow, they're going to have to use it very strategically, as Sigma Fan is into their level 7 at a 444, taking the lead from JB Henry, who just needs one more yellow. Here it is, we out at a 456. And look at this yet again. Prey is waiting forever and a day for red. This has been almost cruel and inhuman punishment at this particular point.
Yeah, I've had boards like this. I've had seeds where you're just not getting the pills. I know exactly what he's going through. I feel for you, Prey. Keep your head in the game. Keep going. That's really all you can do is just laugh at the doctor and say, okay, you know what? I'm not going to let it get me down. I'm just going to keep going. Wow, what a combo by K Tizzle. What the heck was that? Awesome. That's what that was.
They just need 5 blue pieces, and they will make that 3 blue pieces, and they could potentially, if they can get the pieces here, might be a sub 6. There's 1, there's 2, just need 1 more. They are going to be out at a 556, and that means that K Tizzle will be moving on in the top group to the semifinals. Meanwhile, on the bottom, yeah, I can definitely understand that, Prey. That was just not a very, very good seed. Just all you can do is just go, what can you do? But on the bottom, Sigma just needs 5 more viruses, all yellows and reds, and they will be tying this one up. Meanwhile, JB Henry needs a lot of red as well, John.
Yeah, a lot of red for JB. I love the placement of that red yellow there. A double red rush right now would be fantastic for JB, but it's not going to matter because Sigma's out at a 633. Get your caws out in the chat because we've got ourselves another decider. The Crows are being fed once again tonight. They will not be hungry. Get out your tuppence and feed those birds.
What a nice combo JB Henry though did at the end there, making it a very interesting ending to his match. But like you said, we have decided we got a best of 1 here going on between JB Henry, Sigma Fan. Winner this, I believe you said, will face K Tizzle in the semifinals.
Yeah, that is exactly right. And either way, it's gonna be a really great match.
JB in the chat with some of his things. This is the reason why I love JB, both in the chat and in the booth. He has some amazing things that he says. But let's get things going here. We got our readies from both JB, who's also dry apparently. You may want to get some moisturizer for that. And some Sigma Fan is ready as well. And we got our 3, 2, 1, and pills.
Here we go. I'm so excited for this tiebreaker here. This game 3. It's gonna be really, really nice. Yeah, I say tiebreaker. Hey, Sarge, I've called this before. How about a tie?
Yeah, I have no problem with that. But I'm sure JB is going like, why does he have a U-shaped board? There is absolutely nothing in the middle of his board.
Yeah, both of these players today have had some kind of really weird shaped boards. Sigma had that kind of tower in the last game, and JB had one that was, I don't even remember what it looked like, but it was wonky. But he's got a really nice play there on the right side, that lightning bolt, or excuse me, lightning rod. But Sigma down to just 4 viruses. It's been a really nice board here for Sigma. Gonna get the red. Probably gonna take a little bracket clear. Eliminates a little bit of the drop time. Just waiting for one more yellow. Sigma's gonna be out first at a 104. JB would really like a red blue right now.
Yeah, that's all he really needs in order to progress his board. There's the red blue. I drop everything down there. Now he just needs to work on getting access to those last couple pills. And while he does that, since I know we have some newer people in the chat, would you like to explain to everyone what the difference is between a lightning bolt and a lightning rod?
Yeah, so a lightning rod is 2 different colors vertically being cleared. So like you had the 3 yellows and the 3 reds kind of sandwiched in there, making vertical lightning rod. And then a lightning bolt, it's horizontal, but it kind of makes the shape of a lightning bolt.
There we go. I let him explain because he can do it much better than I can. As both competitors are now into their level 5, a 10 virus lead for Sigma Fan, who is doing really well here. They're just barely at the 2-minute mark, and they got just 5 viruses left. JB Henry's trying to catch up, has a bunch of viruses right in the middle of his board, though, in the same columns that hopefully he'll get some nice blue-red in order to help him take some of that stuff down a little bit here, as right now Sigma just needs looks like 5 more blue and getting absolutely no blue whatsoever. As they say that there are 3 of them, just needs 2 more, and of course gets him the same pill. That won't work, Doc, but doesn't matter. Sigma is out level 5 at a 236.
Yeah, Sigma's just having a heck of a run here. Probably really feeling great about that. Got the first win earlier, and now trying to get into the semifinals, and is just 1 crown away to do it. Meanwhile, JB joining Sigma into level 6. Not a lot of blue for JB. He's got that 1 blue access there in his column 8. And fortunately now hasn't been getting many blues, but as I say that, he gets a little bit of a red blue rush, or a blue red, whichever side it was on. Now ending out with a yellow blue. And so it wasn't quite a rush because that wouldn't be the right color. But yeah, JB needing a lot of yellow now.
Yeah, it's not been the most ideal boards for either of these people, though both of them have done a great job in dealing with what they've been given. Looks like Sigma's going to go for a nice little horizontal there, and then they might build up to try taking that blue and yellow out horizontally as well. It's possible. Nope, they're going to let everything drop down instead, but they'll take that blue out horizontal as JB has managed to take the lead. He does have a cleaner board, but it's also almost all red, John.
Yeah, I was just looking at that myself. And so it's a lead, but it's going to be a lead that really depends on the RNG cooperating here for JB. And that double red is going to be really nice, and he's going to take this drill down. Yeah, and now it's less of an RNG lead and more of an actual lead for JB, as he is into level 7 first at a 430. Sigma really not that far behind, but the issue with Sigma's board now is got to take that red horizontally to drop those blues down. Does exactly that. Gets a double blue to clear this out. 444. 4s across the board for Sigma. And it is coming down to this, folks. Who is the RNG going to favor? Who's going to finish out this board first and get into the semifinals? We'll know in about a minute and a half to 2 minutes, probably.
Yeah, there is a lot of red on JB's board, but at the same time, it's in a very good position. That would be a lightning rod, I think we just saw from your description, correct? From JB?
I missed it.
But that was an L yeah from Sigma. That one I know. So that one I don't need to ask for verification on. But JB has completely destroyed this board in the last half minute here. He has taken a whopping 14 virus lead and de-sandwiches those blues so he can try taking those out if he can here. This is looking very much like JB may have this here, barring any major situations. Just needs a whole bunch of blue right now. There's a 2, 4, 6 pieces. We'll make that 4 pieces. And he would, of course, we know how blue can be at times.
Yep. And salutes in chat to Major Situations. As JB just needing 3 more blues. Gonna take the little bit of drop time, get that tuck in there. There's the final blue out at a 6-11, and that is going to do it. JB moves on to face K Tizzle in our second semifinal match, which is going to be coming in just a little bit. But next up, we've got a wild one for you. It's going to be Madtown and John Nash IV. Stay tuned, folks. You don't want to miss these semifinals. This is the DRMC.
Welcome back, everybody, to the October Silver Bracket here for Dr. Mario, and we are at our first of two semifinals. We are going to be having the number 4 seed John Nash the fourth. That's why he's the 4th seed, versus Madtown, who really should be known as Madtown the ninth, and they're the 9th seed, but that's okay. But to help me call this match, I have Ook the Librarian, who's going to be sitting here beside me. Ook, what do you make of this upcoming match?
Well, I tell you what, Sarge, having seen John Nash's comeback, I gotta say, you asked me about any match that he's going to be playing in. I'm gonna tell you, he's probably gonna be favored to win. Madtown is a great player. We have seen him win this very tournament, but he's got his work cut out for him, and there's no shame in saying that because, like I said, we got a really good player in his opponent, but Madtown is a good player himself, so he's got nothing to play for tonight as he did not make to 3 tournaments this year. Nash is playing to hold serve against JB Henry, who still has the potential to jump up into the number 10 spot in our silver year end. So, we got ourselves a couple of really important matches coming up here.
Yeah, and it could make for a very exciting finals. It ends up being JB versus Nash, but let's not call that quite yet because we got a best of 3 here. And the reason why we do these is because, as we have seen, anything can and usually does happen. So, let's see who ends up winning this.
Yes, indeed. So we're doing levels 6 through 9, and on those level blocks, Nash's average is a 6:41. Madtown's is in 8 minutes flat, so about a minute 20 difference, but about the same when it comes to their PBs. I just gonna be interesting here.
Yeah, and John Nash has only just recently joined us, so he may have just had a couple really good 6 to 9s, and as we've all seen, RNG can sometimes be a little unfortunate. So Madtown's average might be a little off due to that. Their PBs are close to the same. We could still be in for quite a match. We have our 3-2-1 pills and an almost all blue top line for John Nash.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see, especially with not a double blue coming out immediately, but does get another double blue and sets up a good horizontal there. Speaking of horizontals, look at this setup for Madtown. Dude's trying to break the game already. It is
Yeah, there was
just
what,
early in
7
level
viruses
6.
there?
Yeah, it was enough to take the lead from John Nash. And let's see if he can get this slide over. Does not attempt it. I don't blame him. But it's a double red rush. We know it's going to end in that red yellow. There it is. And at 15 to 17, it is still the lead to Madtown.
Yeah, though now he's the one who's going to need a fair amount of blue, as most rows now have either a blue virus or a blue pill on top of them, and just those 2 red viruses that he just keeps getting so much red for. He's not going to need that much red. Meanwhile, on John Nash's side, he's got the ever famous traffic light situation over there in column 1, but it's not going to slow him down too much, I don't think. He's going to be able to clear most of it out very quickly. It's going to be more what's in columns 6, 7, and 8 that might be the bigger issue there, as Madtown is still waiting on a fair amount of blue, but it's managing to finally get some down to 6 viruses to Nash's 4. This double blue will help out so much, as will this double yellow as soon as he drops everything down. Oop, just a split second to it, but he is out first at a 138, but right behind is John Nash at a 140.
Yeah, it was a really smart play there at the end game for Madtown. And I'll be honest, I haven't seen a lot of his play lately. So he's definitely showing better than even his averages will suggest, as he is flying through this first level. But still got 3 to go. We're going to see what happens here, and it is a slight lead now to John Nash, as Madtown is just not getting any blues, and a lot of his top line is that particular color. So we're going to see how long it takes for the game to give him what he needs. Hopefully not that long, as he is just a couple of viruses behind. It is 16-18, lead to John Nash.
Yeah, and it's still just he's having to put blocking off his blues just for the fact that he's not getting any blues, and that's allowing John Nash to, who of course is getting a bunch of double blues just to rub it in Madtown's face almost here. There's more double blues, another double blue rush here, allowing him to take a 12 virus lead here. Just needs mostly red at this particular point to get through this board. The only real snag will be possibly that column 8 was the fact that it's where he's got things up. He's pretty much going to have to take those out vertically. No, actually, he's signaling he's going to try taking that yellow out horizontally to try and finish this level off. In fact, there it is. Just needs one more red. He will be out first at another double blue rush, which could we get some of those on Madtown side out at a 330.
And meanwhile, I mean, Madtown is just getting a sickening amount of not what he needs, which, I mean, it's the way the game is, but at the same time, you can't help but feel that it's just horrendous for the guy. He is finally getting some blue, and as I say that, he gets another yellow-red rush. That should end in a yellow-yellow, so there it is. Gets the blue that he needs to complete the horizontal, but he's still got 6 viruses to go. This is taking a turn for the guy. And we're back to a double red rush. This is at least the third one I think he's seen. Meanwhile, looking over at Nash's side, nice clean top line. It's pretty heavy on the reds, but not prohibitively so. So definitely advantage to John Nash on this level 8. And honestly, you take any advantage in level 8 that you can get, as Madtown's just going to top this one out. And I don't blame him. That was a horrendous level that he was facing up against. So Nash going to have to finish this one out. But, Madtown's just going to take a breather, get himself back into the game. And hopefully he's going to sit and remember how freaking amazing that level 6 was. And just be able to go right on. So we're going to see that happen in just a second.
Yeah, it's been a bit unfortunate today. It seems that a fair number of matches, it's been really bad RNG that's been more deciding the matches in skill. But hopefully the next one will be a very different story, because these competitors are both very skilled players, and when things cooperate, it can make for an absolutely amazing match. And here's hoping we get that in the second match.
Oh yeah, definitely. Again, Matt. Yep. Just getting a quick rules update there from our restreamer, the Dave. We did update the rules. I couldn't remember if we had or not. So I'll take the heat on that one. So once Nash passed where Madtown was, he is actually able to go ahead and top out and call it with the win. But at this point, he's been zipping through this one so fast there, Sarge. I don't think it's going to end up mattering.
No, when you get a run this good going on, you really want to see exactly how good of a time you're going to get here. If he gets just needs 3 more blues, he could be out at a sub 7 here. There's 1, and there's a double blue out at a 6:42, which is a pretty darn good time for 6 to 9.
Yeah, that's right on his average. So for him, he's going to take the first crown and wait for our readies from both players, and get this game 2 going.
All you can really do at this particular point is just shake that first one off and get ready for the next one here. And we got a ready from Madtown and a ready from John Nash. Just waiting on the countdown from the scene. There it is. We're getting this thing going in 3, 2, 1, and pills.
Much more favorable top line for Madtown. In fact, a terrible one for John Nash here. As man, that's all that blue on the top line. It is just not what you want to see.
The thing is, that's what John Nash had to start the last game as well, and we saw the amazing time he pulled out of it. So maybe this after that last one, this may be what John Nash wants to see.
Yeah, very possible. Madtown now going to be getting some yellow dependency, as that, I believe, was just a color he has not really seen too much of yet. He's starting to get some and is finding ways to use it as efficiently as possible. That's always a sign of really solid play, as he is down to just 11, holding on to a 5 virus lead, and practically tied up here on timers. So that's going to be good for us, because whatever we see is pretty much what's happening.
Yeah, just right now, Madtown just needs 5 red pieces. Make that 3, and give him out at the level here first. There's 1. There's the second. And he will beautiful drop combo by Nash, taking a whole bunch of pieces off, but it will be Madtown out first at a 128. But right at 131 is John Nash making that amazing, got almost like 9 viruses off in the final 6 seconds.
Yeah, so both the players into this level 7. A little heavy on the red for Nash, a little light on the blue for Madtown. So, I mean, we're just going to see how the board and the pills stack up, because really what you end up with is as much dependent on, the pills you get as anything else. And that triple right there for Madtown, exactly what he needs to inject a little bit of just joy into his play style. As that's what you want to see when a player has had a really rough previous round, is just, the RNG showing up for him, and is what's happening here. And he's taken full advantage of it, taking the bull by the horns, as you might say, holding on to a 1 virus lead against John Nash, but with a lot of good setups here. I could see that lead just piling right through. He's trying to avoid taking this blue, decides to take it anyway, but now gets another horizontal. That is a great setup. Now he's gonna have to just get rid of these yellows in column 4, and we'll get this drop here. That's going to take 3 viruses off the board. He's holding it just a couple of viruses behind John Nash.
Yeah, he was waiting for a specific pill just so he wouldn't have to declare, and it just wouldn't come. So he decided just to trigger it early, as John Nash is out first at a 304. But Madtown just a couple viruses back right now. A couple reds will be able to finish this off for him very quickly. As we take a look at John Nash's board, and there is so much blue, particularly near the top of that board for John Nash.
Yeah, luckily the pieces are coming for him. Actually, it's a lot of blue over on Madtown side, especially following that immediate double yellow, just clear on pill number 1. He got a double out of it with a tuck, and that was a really nice play. He is down by 8 viruses, but is making some really quick plays, as John Nash is going to be pretty badly hampered by the just the number of blues here on this top line.
Yeah, it's I'm sure all this blue is probably making him feel blue, as right now it is Madtown who is getting a lot of double blues, and he's almost running out of places to put it. He's getting so many of them. Like, he doesn't quite need this many, as it's still backed by about 6 viruses, but for the most part he's got pairs for either for viruses, or he's got setups already in place. It shouldn't take him too long to get through this, while right now Nash's setup kind of depends on getting those yellows in row 2 out of the way to get to that red, and that's given Madtown quite an opportunity to catch up here. It's now just a 2 virus game, Ook.
Yeah, I mean, it's been as low as 1, and you get the feeling just the right pills start showing up, and it will be much closer. There, it's now one again, and it's tied up. Nash does have some setups going. Then again, so does Madtown. So gonna see which one of them can get out of this 8 first and into that final level. It's now 5-3, with the lead being at Madtown. John Nash gets down to 3, but Madtown's out first at a 5-13. And he is into level 9 with a little bit of time, just enough time for Nash to get a red to play.
Out at a 521 and a double blue to start, which you'll use to take off those top row blues very quickly. Now we slide on and take those yellows out horizontally. Getting a couple nice horizontals real quick here and retaking the lead from Madtown due to those nice early pills that he got.
With some really good early play himself, Madtown. There's a lot of tuck plays, and those can take a little extra time, but the things that he was setting up were multiple pill sets. Like he avoided taking a single yellow when he could take a pair. He's taking a tuck right there on those reds. So the plays that he's making have given him now a 7 virus lead, maybe the largest lead
Watch
we've
this here, though.
seen
Watch this.
in this level. Okay, there we go. And now it's Nash with the lead. It's just back and forth.
Yeah, I saw that build up going that all he needs is that double red and he's going to take like 8 million viruses off. I apologize for cutting off there, but that was just an absolutely amazing move by John Nash.
And you're right. You managed to, the information I was giving was being updated as you spoke. So it makes good sense. All right, we are down to 4-9. Nash just needing blues and reds. Madtown with a stacked up column 1, but it's those double yellows going to be helpful in getting that knocked down. Now it's just down to nothing, and it is Nash out at a 649. But what a play! What a comeback after a really disappointing game 1 for Madtown. In the end, not quite enough, but man, oh man, definitely not something he needs to be ashamed of. That was a heck of a run, and he's going to finish this with a 713, which is going to improve his average on the year. And in fact, that's a PB. So congrats. It may be in a losing effort, but congrats on a PB there for Madtown.
Yeah, absolutely outstanding match by both these competitors, and we will see John Nash in the finals. But we're not quite there yet, Ook. I think we have one more semifinal show to go, don't we?
That's right. We've got K Tizzle. We got JB. They're coming up next. Stick around. This is the DRMC. Hey, we're back, and it's the DRMC Silver Bracket for October 2021, 25. I don't know what year it is. Anyway, it's I don't know where that came from. Anyway, we've got JB Henry, we got K Tizzle, I got Praycast next to me, and Pray, what are you thinking here?
As long as RNG doesn't screw anybody over, that'd be great. Yeah, RNG seems to be the method of madness for this bracket. But hey, you never know when it comes to these two. K-Tizzle had a great match in their last matchup against someone I'm not going to name because he's probably mad somewhere. And JB coming off of a very narrow victory over Sigma Fan, because that was quite close to call.
Yeah, that was a heck of a match, and I gotta say this is uncharted territory for K Tizzle, who lost in round one back in August, which was their only previous experience. So she has no time for 6 to 9, which of course means that there's no telling what she's about to put down.
Yeah, you
So we
never
do
know.
have the readies.
Indeed. Game 1, 3, 2, 1. Pills.
All right.
Opening
Ooh, I really like this
boards.
opening board.
Yeah, these opening boards are really nice, actually.
JB's isn't the best, but it's certainly not terrible, and he's got a lot of opportunities later on, assuming the right pills come through. But K Tizzle's just like top to bottom is very nice.
Yeah, a lot of opportunities to sort of make quite clean and quite concise clears like that directly in the middle of her board. And like we were talking about leaving double opportunities, her board still allows that, even though it's kind of void-ish towards the lower half of her board, but still doing good. K-Tizzle's down to 10, make that 8, and then soon enough make that even lower, whilst JB is still on 12. So K-Tizzle in the lead.
Yep, and really only about a second difference on their timers, so can't even suggest there's anything else going on there. Oh man, like I feel like JB's got something cooking here, and I was trying to figure out what it was. He's got the opportunity now, depending on what he decides to do. Yep, looks like he's going to take a horizontal on that yellow in column 2. As we see K Tizzle out sub 120. That is perfectly good speed for our main bracket. But JB's going to be taking that red out in column 2 horizontally, and then trying to figure what's he going to do after that. Probably going to have to go vertical horizontal. I don't know. This double yellow is going to kind of give him some chances to do what he wants with it. He seems to be trying to take that.
Yeah, K-Tizzle is well, grab the flamethrower and is burning the board. Oh, I love the setup here, actually. This is going to be really nice. Once she decides to fire it off. Just needing, like, I don't know, deciding to do so here and drops things down. Lovely. A little bit of garbage on column 2, but JB out at, wow, over 2 minutes, not having a great start to his semi-final game 1.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to be happy about that one, but maybe he's one of those people that the amount of experience he brings to this tournament, he will not let himself get completely run down by, a bad board, something that's really painful as far as this game goes. But he's making good progress already. This is a good look. He's 13 viruses down. Make that 14 viruses down.
And board is
And
lovely, though.
yeah, I love the shape of this board, and he is just putting it to it here. Just needs some reds to kind of open up the middle of the board, and then he should be flying right through. But K Tizzle out just over that 3-minute mark at a 3:12. So
Wow.
Into level 8 in really good time.
Yeah, and JB has just eclipsed that time and is past it and still in level 7. So a good advantage here for K Tizzle. as she is now starting to burn through this level 8, and her level 8 board is potentially the stuff of dreams. We talk about how level 8 is sometimes cursed, not this time with that opening board.
Oh, but there is a slight misdrop there on column 8. That's going to take a little bit of time to set up. Just going to need some reds, really, and it's going to become a question of drop time. But with a 20 virus lead right now, K-Tizzle's got the opportunity to kind of just take her time, get it sorted, not have to worry too hard about, what's going on. Decides to start working towards an underclear on those reds. That certainly is one solution for how this will work. The double yellows coming through, yeah, I kind of think that may be the preferred choice. We'll see what happens in the end, but love this setup. She is going for a horizontal, and just everything is coming down the way she wants it to.
Oh, this is a really nice decision from her as well. Bringing it down to only one virus left, and it is that dastardly yellow. But there's one, there's two, there's three, 441 into level 9. So JB really needing to put the pedal to the med. I can't speak. Foot to the floor to get through here, and is making quite nice work of this level 8, it has to be said. Good cross clear there, opens up a horizontal down the bottom of the board. Still playing catch up at the end of this board, and I love that drop into horizontal.
Yeah, that Lotus Clear is exactly what he needed. And I was going to comment about K-Tizzle's lack of yellow on her board, but she really worked her way down to where there was a lot of yellow, and suddenly just this board got a lot easier to deal with than what it looked like immediately. As JB is not going to get lapped here, he is going to get out of this level 8, but his chase down is looking like it is going to be 22 viruses.
Ooh.
As K-Tizzle has really poured it to it here. And gotten a little favorable RNG in addition.
Yeah, definitely has done down to 10 viruses, and JB has gotten into his level 9, but I think the writing's on the wall for this. There's a lot of opportunities here, does our third seed, and this is going to be really nice at the end of this.
Yeah, and even
I wonder if they're going to set up bomb first.
Mistake there for K-Tizzle of not setting up for this last horizontal when she knew she was going to have to do it. It didn't matter because she got a double blue that just cleared out the garbage. Like, even her mistakes aren't mistakes at this point. And at a 635, that is a heck of a clear time.
That's an incredible time.
Like the stop was at 636. If it becomes an issue, we'll take a look. But that is a great first foray into the levels 6 through 9. You get times like that, you're going to be winning some main bracket matches pretty soon.
Wow, sub 7 for her first 6 to 9 is incredible. Absolutely incredible.
But
actually, what did we say was the finishing time?
636, 635, somewhere there.
You can tell these two are quite even because that is almost just over JB's PB. Wow,
well,
this is going to be a good match here. Wow, incredible play from K-Tizzle. Got the first crown, is 1 crown away from joining John Nash in this grand final, as we are on the horizon for the championships in 3, in 2, in 1. Pills game 2 underway.
Right, not a lot of yellow for JB, not a lot of red for K-Tizzle on these top lines. I mean, they do exist. It's just a little, it takes some tucking to get to, so we'll see which pills start showing up. As it is looking like a lot of blue, maybe the trouble for K-Tizzle. For JB, things are still looking pretty even.
The thing is, and I'm noticing this quite well out of Kate Tizzle. Kate Tizzle is doing some incredible work with the pills that she is being offered by the doc. Down to 18 viruses alongside JB, but made some really, really good work of the opener to her board, and is really riding the lightning. Oh my
there it is.
word! You
Yes.
could not write the RNG for Kate Tizzle here. That is incredible.
Yeah, that pill sequence was exactly what she needed. Had it been any other pill sequence, that would not have happened. So yeah, that's what when we say yes, you're getting the good RNG. You're playing. You have to still know, like we said, what to do with it. But you're not going to turn it down when those pills come up in that order.
No, set everything perfectly for the bottom of her board, leaving her with 3 viruses left over JB's 6. But 4 of JB's 6 viruses left are blue. So we're going to need to see how he sorts this out. But it looks like the doc is being somewhat kind. Only 2 blue pill halves left, and we'll be joining Kate Tizzle at a minute 44 into this level 7.
And you saw at the end he only had 1 blue pill half that was still sitting on his board. That is an efficiency thing that just shows the experience that JB's got, the quality of his play, and it's the sort of thing that makes you go, huh, this will not what happened in game 1, it may not happen again, especially if Tizzle does not start getting some red pills. Right now, that top line has just been very full of
Like
red,
this.
and she is getting really good clears there. But it's slowed her down a little bit, and JB is within 1 virus of the lead. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen here.
Yeah, but Kate Tizzle managing to keep the lead here from JB, and I feel like I like the look of her end game more. This is really nice work here. A little bit of garbage on that column 6. I almost couldn't count their columns on an 8 column pill ball, but there you go. We know what we're talking about, I think.
The hardest thing in commentary, you got to learn how to count past 4.
You gotta learn how to count past 4. It's a curse, honestly, sometimes. Having it take that yellow, probably not at the point that she wanted. It does open up a lot of it doesn't open up, it closes off the last few pills remaining, but that's gonna be quite nice. Only needing reds and yellows. Come on, Doc.
I thought
And
for a second there, Kate Tizzle was going to be setting up a horizontal leading to a drop of that yellow pill half onto the bottom. Ended up tossing that, and it gave JB a chance to come back. He's just a few seconds behind. But look at this starting RNG for Kate Tizzle.
I really want to complain about RNG. I really want to, but I'm not going to, because this is yeah, it is what it is. 409, about 4 minutes and 10 seconds eclipsed on both clocks here in this level 8. About 5 viruses, give or take, depending on how quick these players are getting rid, but not really any access to blue. I'm just gonna shut up. You know what? I'm just gonna shut up. Moment I say anything,
Oh yeah. That's the way of things. So it is, it's a 3 virus difference right now. JB's holding serve. He's going to need to make up a little bit of time, but it doesn't have to be in this level. He just needs to close it in. And wow, play like that will get you there. He is staring down a double blue, decides that it's not worth waiting for, and is again within 3 viruses of Kate Tizzle. If he gets a yellow blue here, it's going to be a little quicker on one of his plays. There it is. He doesn't go for it. But he is. There we go. Gonna get this knocked out of the way. And 8-6 now. It's closing down. What'd you
Well,
see?
just as we say that, K Tizzle got again a really nice pill sequencing, and is able to get out into this level 9 first. Whilst JB still has about 3 viruses left on their board. JB with his tournament life on the line here, really needing to bring out the Jets, not the New York Jets, just like speed Jets.
What he needs is blue, and luckily gets 3 of them there out of the 553. So
And the opening
yeah,
board.
we're looking at a 16 virus now chase down. That was a really speedy
That was
top.
really nice. Oh my word.
So oh, love hearing a commentator say something like that. It just means that there's a excellent game going on. And at now 9 virus difference. So JB's picking up from from off of that, but he's gonna have to make his move. He's gonna have to make it now, as K Tizzle is not wasting a thing. Doesn't have any use for yellow right this second, so could be dangerous depending on what the board gives her. As JB finding some smart plays here. I really like the setup. He just needs a yellow. There it is. Gonna make a drop down here. It is now 17-8, now 15-7. JB with 3 doubles in a row to keep himself alive. Just needs a little bit more help as K Tizzle plowing right through here, getting the red yellows. Oh, and she is going to be 1 red away.
And there it is. K Tizzle
Out of the
with the
17.
biggest improvement of the year from being knocked out in round 1 on her first tournament is now in a final at the end of the year. K Tizzle faces John Nash in the grand finals.
All right. GG's to both players. That was a very well fought match. And we have got one more match to fight. Stick around. The finals are coming up right here in just a minute.
In what has been an incredible October 2025 Silver Speed bracket, it is finally time for one final best of 3. The grand finals is here with our 3rd and 4th seed in K Tizzle and John Nash the 4th. My name's Prey. I'm joined alongside JB Henry to bring you all the action in this final.
This is the final match of our regular season, and our final standings are locked up here. A win or loss for John Nash doesn't have great significance on his final standing. He has clinched that 26th finish, meaning a 10 seed in the Silver Championship in December. But hey, let's see if we can get maybe a first-time Silver Champion in K Tizzle, or I believe Nash has won it before. If he hasn't, then
Nash
heck,
has.
let's see if Nash can get a second one. Just, tournament rights to play for here. Everything again is set in stone, but pretty exciting all the same. First matchup between these two, and they're both pretty similar in their quals. They both had the exact, 4 off their quals for each other. Nash had a 15-2, Tizzle with a 16-66. So looking forward to this here. We've got timers reset. We've got readies. So in just a moment, the Dave is going to get us going here. And also, don't forget,
Nash has never lost a silver. Never lost a silver in any time he's been in it.
Well, let's see.
So
if
this
that
could be
streak stays
history
alive here.
made. 3, 2, 1 pills for game 1, and I believe you were about to talk about something that's happening real soon, but we'll get to that after this game 1.
We'll get
Opening boards here in this 8-11 as we start off in the Curse of 8.
Yeah, it's
Looking-
8-11 here, as you stated. Stack's going to get a little bit higher. Nash getting some double red, not figuring out what to do, but bridges up and gets a horizontal on the top of the board. It settles everything back down. Currently a 1 virus lead, but a
Ooh,
good
love that.
stacker here by Tizzle. Tizzle is just doing phenomenal here. 26-26 here, as we are about 40 seconds in.
Yeah, and of course, the one thing about K Tizzle here that is to remember, no time recorded on this 8-11, so we have nothing to go on how well she's going to perform here. She did amazingly in her 6-9. Can she pull it off again for 2 more times to become champion?
Right now, Tizzle is just trying to get some sort of semblance of board going here. A little bit of rough RNG. Would really love some red and some blue. Finally getting it. Nash is having a bit of a problem breaking through, but he finally has as well. Big red play here, and going off to the right, or to the left rather, is Tizzle. Tizzle now going to tuck that for a short stack double, and then drill down the blue, getting a setup here. Just trying to get some good board clearance here, especially with that garbage-filled column 4 Prey. It really makes planning a little bit more of a challenge.
I don't think any of these players really have momentum. Sometimes we talk about momentum, and sometimes it can help. That's a great horizontal, actually, there from Tizzle down to 8 viruses left. But yeah, momentum doesn't seem to be on any of these players' sides so far. But things could change. Brilliant drop down of those reds, making use of them that I thought was garbage in the beginning. But John Nash taking strides here, now narrowly taking the lead here.
Yeah. K
It's gonna be
Tizzle's
close.
left side is really tied up at the moment. Is trying to just get some garbage cleared here, and has setups. Not going to go for that sandwich double. You might normally do that. Ooh, that's a tough misdrop in that lower left quadrant. There's a big blockade to get any access. It's going to be John Nash out first at a pretty pedestrian there, 220, 215, 220 range.
Yeah, Tizzle still locked up in this level 8, but that's a really nice way to
Wow.
get out of it, and is into level 9, so not too far behind, about 10 viruses. Really nice way to get into this level 9 from K Tizzle.
Yeah, that was a great save of what looked to be a really rough situation. So great board awareness there. Saving those rough end games is massive, especially when you're in a final situation like this. It's all about keeping yourself alive. 32-18 here, though, as John Nash has just torn through this level 9. Has just really gone absolute mad on that left-hand side, leaving a lot on the right, a lot of yellow, a lot of red, but he is able to start drilling down here and get something going here. But that bottom row going to be a little bit tough in the end game phase, Prey.
Yeah, I think the way he's setting it up, he's kind of hoping that to take out everything on the right side of his board first off before he gets to it to allow an easy clear with the way he set up them blues in column 4. Meanwhile, over on Tizzle's side of things, not really being a little bit iffy on where they want to place that pill, but deciding to put it there to drop it down. 14 plays 6, keeping the game close. It has to be said. A drop down into a horizontal. 5 viruses left for John Nash. Two Tizzles, 10. So, and it actually looks like potentially. Oh, this is really nice. But it's gonna. Oh,
Nash is really going to have to work on that on that bottom row. There's almost clears, but you got to get a sequence of 4. This is allowing K-Tizzle a little bit of a chance back in. What I'd really like to see for K-Tizzle is red, just red everywhere. Good horizontal clear to open up some board as well as that drop clear.
415.
Nash is going to be out first, right around a 415, and a pretty decent opening board for John Nash here as he gets into 10.
yeah. I'm still looking over at Tizzle's board here. I think they're setting up for horizontals on the yellow on the bottom row. It's not necessarily a bad idea, but it's more of a case of how much time is it going to take to produce the pills required to do so. Only 2 viruses left. Meanwhile, John Nash is starting to kind of run his board in a really efficient way, dropping that yellow down onto yellows that could be taken a little bit later on, just like that. As K-Tizzle joins just sub 5 minutes into this level 10. So still all to play for here. This is only game 1 of a best of 3, so anything can and will happen.
Yeah, and it's really important in a final situation that you're just calm. You got here, and win or lose, getting to a final is incredibly impressive. So, but at the same time, just making smart decisions here. You don't want to have a misdrop cost you here. But looking over on John Nash's board, he needs a lot of blue, but is making use for anything that isn't coming his way. I like this drill down play. It does eat a little bit of drop time, but now he can set up for an easy drop combo, taking 3 off the board. And gonna go horizontal here. Interesting end game situation there. Meanwhile, looking at Tizzle's side, Tizzle needing a lot of blue and a lot of red, Prey.
Yeah, she very much is, and is not necessarily getting it as well. Doc's not being too nice. The Doc is pretty much saying at this point, you've had too much good RNG from me. Now I'm going to give you the bad stuff. It's a case of how well Tizzle's going to do with the bad RNG. But either which way, you said it as well. She's earned the right to be in this grand final. So either which way, you've got to be proud of yourself for that.
Yeah, and I'm loving this recovery here by K-Tizzle. Nash is going to be out at a 623 here. It looks like this could potentially be runaway territory, but we'll keep an eye on things here. But this has been some good board management despite the tough RNG. Tizzle's been making some really good plays on the inside of the board, going down to that bottom half. So been a really good run here. But Nash is just absolutely uber efficient. I mean, he is back after a several-year hiatus. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I'm looking at Nash's board and looking at towards the bottom end of it. There's a lot of opportunities for double, and that's not very good if you're K-Tizzle at this moment in time, because you know for a fact that Nash is going to take advantage of that. He's down to 29, only a handful of access to red, but with the pills that's coming out from the Doc right now, he's getting everything he could possibly ever want and or need. He's down to 15. And yeah, just look at this RNG that he's getting, and he knows how to use it as well.
I'm a little bit concerned for red, but other than that, this is a really good board. He's just going to have to make use of garbage. You really want to start addressing that straggler up on the top of column 8 here. But John Nash also setting up here as Tizzle can say that she did not get lapped in her first finals match here. She did make it to level 11, out right around 745 here, and making a good run of this board despite being down by over 30 at this point.
Yeah, very much so. And hey, you know what? That would have been a great board. At 8 minutes on the dot, John Nash is out and clear and will take game 1 in this grand final.
Yeah, John Nash did not look back after the first stage there and just kept going. And while K Tizzle had some great plays there, just wasn't able to keep up with that blistering pace that John Nash had.
No, he was playing absolutely on fire and on the line the entire time. Pedestrian, JP.
Pedestrian. Hey, I'm just motivating you to play faster, and I'll just go ahead and say it worked this time.
So K Tizzle needs to reverse sweep John Nash here. And you know, I believe. But either which way, like, K Tizzle has to be proud of herself for an absolute mammoth improvement on their last journey into speed to make it a final here on the last regular season tournament of this year.
All right.
Sean 316, K Tizzle 316 said, "I just dropped your pills."
Says I just
Whooped your pills. We're go for this for the second game.
If you're down with some Dr. Mario, give me an L, yeah.
Give me an L, yeah. That's great. I love that. This is the second game and potentially final game of the regular season before we go into our championships at Cincinnati, and as well our speed championships later on in the year. So you know, it's fun to get your practice in.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's been a bit of a rough board here to start for K Tizzle. She just can't get any sort of good RNG going, but keeping things nice and compact and clean, and trying to keep things in stacks of 3 just so we can get stuff off the board. Really good clear there. But John Nash has already cleared the top half of whatever viruses he got. He's down to 16 already, just absolutely tearing through this board. We're at about a minute here, and it is just a 5 virus advantage here, as I think K Tizzle trying to tuck that red yellow didn't quite get it over.
That's an incredible stat, actually, we've had from Oak the Librarian in chat, which I'm going to call out here. Nash has only ever lost 3 crowns in silver all time. So, like, that is an incredible record to sort of hold here for Nash. And you can see why he's playing really effectively, and it's actually going to get really nice pills to clear that away and bring everything down. So that garbage in column 7 doesn't really matter.
Don't sleep on K Tizzle. K Tizzle, I think, trying to set up for a horizontal across the bottom, but I may have thought about dropping a blue down into column 8, but still making good plays here. Down to 6, Nash down to 1, just needing 1 more red. Where's that red coming for Nash? Oh my goodness, this is some rough RNG, but he will get it out at a 147. Less than pedestrian that time, as Nash is into level 9 here under 2 minutes.
Meanwhile, at 2 minutes, dead. K Tizzle hops into level 9 as well. Left. Thank you. Gets that horizontal. And it's actually making really nice work here at the opener of her board. This is really clean work from her. Meanwhile, on Nash's side of things, that left-hand side is a little, not high elevated, but more open.
A little floaty is what I like to call it.
A little floaty, yeah.
There's going to be drop
floaty.
time no matter what happens there. So it's just all about minimizing it, and he's doing a fantastic job. A couple of great sets of combos here. Going to put him down at 21, but K Tizzle managing to keep this pretty competitive here. If she can get some red, she can really start doing some damage to this board.
Oh my God.
And you can see she's signaling a setup here. I love this combo.
Oh,
boom,
love this.
Boom, here comes the boom. Ha ha, how you like me now. Down to 21 viruses. I can quote 2003's rap with the best of them. 19-9 here.
That's a stretch.
Good double there by John Nash, and he is free and clear on this board. Just needing one of each color. Going to get the fat log just for a little bit of swag, and then the horizontal clear to set up the yellow garbage. And John Nash out at a 322.
K Tizzle was keeping it sort of within 10, but Nash's speedy plays have sort of averted that and he's allowed himself to get into 10 quick. And by the looks of that board, it's kind of okay, I'd like to say. I know what he's setting up, and that's a beautiful strike down. 7 viruses for K-Tizzle versus a level 10 in John Nash. So needs to get out of this. And
I like this setup though. Now, okay, just needing to get these yellows
Love
off
that.
free and clear, but
There we go.
is going to be out at a 415. K-Tizzle is currently on about a 14 virus chase down, but looking at the bottom of that board, that can be made up very, very quickly if Tizzle can get through.
Yeah, but it's just a case of how quickly can you get there and be able to keep in dropping that column 7 and 8 down onto the blues means that she's going to need to work on that as quickly as possible, in my opinion, actually, because it's not really a clean way of doing it. John Nash down to 14 in this level 10, now down to 13, making quick work of this.
And Nash playing a very high elevation split board, so this is going to be about mitigating drop time more than anything. Looking for horizontals, I would think he's maybe holding out for that double yellow, so he can get up into row number 6. And looks like he's just gone ahead and said, no, I'm going to maybe instead set up for a drop cross here. And now no access to getting those yellows horizontally, although he does open up columns 1 and 2 as I say that.
Yeah, right as you say that, he does open it up. He's down to 7 viruses. Some great work here, and a yellow rush almost slightly that ends early. He would have loved that to keep going a little bit longer. But Kizzle down to 20 viruses to John Nash's 5. So really needing to quote a really good caster here in the DRMZ. He's really got to go hell for leather. That's my quote. I don't know what I'm talking about. I was trying to quote Archer, but I forgot the quote. I quoted myself. I quoted myself.
Oh, man,
you know what?
okay.
Deal with it. I quoted myself.
Self-promotion in the booth here. Anyways,
What do you mean self-promotion?
At the under 6 minute mark here, it is John Nash into level 11 first with just some really good one pill plays here, getting some good clears across the board. And this is an all right end game here for Tizzle. Tizzle's going to have a shot here, going to have to tear through 11. And
Let's see how the opening board is.
The pace is set here. K-Tizzle is down about 14 viruses, so gonna have to get really aggressive here. Start thinking about some combos and getting back into this here as John Nash about 25 viruses away from a victory here.
Yeah, about 25 viruses away, making that 24. And so it's around half the board in requirement for K-Tizzle here to get back into this. 19 viruses now for John Nash the 4th, and he's making very, very smooth work of this. Going to lead to that horizontal in the blues up towards the third or 4th row. He's down to not much access to blue, but making use of the stuff that he's got. He's down to 10. K-Tizzle with really good double opportunities available for her here, not being able to capitalize on it though, like she would want. 9 now for, make that 8 for John Nash, getting close down to the wire here. 25 for K-Tizzle.
K-Tizzle at 23 here, and K-Tizzle's playing a phenomenal 11. Has brought this down to, or really has kept pace as I'm looking at the margins here, but making some really, really good combos. And Nash has to get out of this stack situation here. A little bit of a tough call, little hesitation. This double blue is huge, and then immediate RNG dropping the yellow. This is dealer's choice. Good correction, gonna get the blue, good and then correction. With this yellow red, that is it at a 751. John Nash fourth takes the victory and wins another silver championship or silver bracket, still undefeated in this division.
Yeah, he has been playing an absolute blinder. And as I said, as you brought up earlier, being able to come back after a long time away from the scene, it is his 4th plus it is his 4th plus a year end in 2021. So he's a very accomplished speed player when it comes to this. But I have to say this: you have to give it up for K Tizzle, who has played an absolute blinder in this this
should
monthly.
It should be noted that you're seeking under 9 minutes.
Yeah,
So
840.
this 839 is a great time. 840, it's a great time. And you're setting yourself a baseline if you're in this situation again, which I think is really, really important. You know what your range is. You go back out and practice that block. You get a little better, knock that competitive time down, because everything hits a little bit different when you're in that live tournament format.
Yeah, 100%. And, you know, when you play in live tournament format, it is really good. But speaking of live tournament format, it is the DRMC 2025 championships at Cincinnati. And oh boy, it's going to be a good one, JB.
Yeah, I'll be there along with a lot of people. I just actually had a chat with Chris Bidwell earlier. We're over 50 people pre-reg. You got until the end, or you got till noon Eastern on Halloween to get those pre-regs in. $50, save yourself $10. Arcade Legacy is a big arcade. There's a card shop next to it. There's a retro game shop. Tons of pinball, tons of arcade games, lots of stuff to do. There's great accommodation nearby. We'd love to see you November 8th and 9th, 2025. We're going to crown a champion. Will it be a new champion? Only one way to find out. If you want to contribute to the Matcherino as well, hit that QR code up, and it'll take you to our Matcherino page, where that will help enhance the prize pool. We love to pay out the top 16 this year, and with your contributions, we may be able to do that. Don't forget, also December, our gold and silver speed bracket finals. Gonna see some great talent on display there as we crown some champions and throw out the year-end awards as well. For Prey, the Dave, and everyone else who's broadcast along with us today, and for our players, my name's JB Henry. We will see you in just a couple weeks at Arcade Legacy. Remember, take your vitamins. Good night.
Take your vitamins. Good night.